Hi peeps, it's Nemesis 2000 and welcome back to Fallout 76.
Find protected reserve.
So, I don't know exactly what I've done last week. I know this thing we done the also I decided to jump straight. We found out who took all the taking people. And what he was trying to do with them. They are struggling with weight issues, well, a bit person. No, not really. So I'm looking at the missions. I've just got to report back here. Oh here, Verdi bots. Yep. Right, let's go with back.
Whatever it takes.
See if they're still arguing, shall we?
I have been fully compliant with your question. Threats are not required.
With everything you've done, you're lucky I'm only threatening you right now.
Please, this argument is getting us nowhere.
Initiate, you're back. Maybe you can help me talk some sense into Romani here. We've been going over what happened at Vault 96 and interrogating our prisoner. This smug monster is practically bragging about torture and unleashing horrors on the world. And Romani is treating him with kid gloves.
I am not bragging. What I have done was necessary. I take no pride in those terrible acts. I will have to live with the shame of them forever. That weight does not, however, diminish that the ends were worth the means. You will learn that soon enough. My colleagues will see that our creation, a vast improvement on the FEV, is distributed shortly.
Do you see the arrogance, the self-justification? We should end him and be done with it. If all he had done was create more super mutants, I would agree. The scribe's report just adds more crimes to the list.
It's not that simple. Preventing Dr. Blackburn's associates from taking this horror any further must be our priority. And we may need the doctor to convince them.
My colleagues have a facility better suited to final testing and mass production of the virus. As we speak, they are preparing for its release into the air and water of Appalachia. Once dispersed, it will enter the precipitation cycle in groundwater, and then it cannot be stopped.
No. It could spread for hundreds, maybe thousands of miles.
My colleagues have a laboratory hidden beneath the headquarters of my former employer, West Tech. We intend to correct the FEV's mistakes at their birthplace. Poetically appropriate, would you not agree? That is your goal, not mine. But I am not a soldier, and would not withstand strenuous interrogation well. No minor delay on my part will change what is to come. My colleagues are already preparing. Perhaps my cooperation will allow us to make a case for the good we are about to do, and convince you of our cause.
Impossible. We could never support something so abominable.
Yes. If the doctor's associates are preparing to distribute the virus, we have to put our emotions aside here and get to them before they can. Blackburn's punishment, whatever its form, can wait until Appalachia is safe. Head to West Tech. Find and secure the entrance to this lab, and we'll follow behind.
I don't like this, Romani. We should be done with him here and now and level this laboratory. This is just like what Elder Maxim faced at Mariposa. Or have you forgotten?
Elder Maxon came to regret acting rashly there. Or have you forgotten?
If they've already begun producing the virus, blowing up the place could just help spread it. We'll need to be a bit more delicate than that.
Very well. If Blackburn is coming with us, I will be watching him. Perhaps he can provide leverage against his fellow lunatics.
If I can prevent further loss of life, I will.
Then it's decided. Initiate, head for West Tech. We've no time to lose. See you there.
Okay.
Recruits, night shifts training, weapons and
One button.
We're receiving reports of people going missing all over Appalachia. How long has this been going on? We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild.
One of the farming zones.
Take the old, forge it
Interesting.
anew.
I've already got all the keys for that in place. Oh, that makes life easier.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
So the issue I've got here, I've got 24 extra weight there, and I can't do nothing with it.
Mutant attacks, fractured leadership. Maybe the Brotherhood is no good
Guess
after
I'll just
all.
drop it.
Find, protect, and preserve.
Sod it. Someone finds it, it's their lucky day, innit?
I can do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
Right, okay. Let's get down to my base and walk over there. And hello and welcome to the stream. Oh yes, that's a free jump pad. Oh, if I'm facing super mute, which I more than likely probably will be. Oh, well, super mute and whack him out. That's what that was about. Yes, we've got the place there. Location, I'm not fast traveling straight into it because I'm going to get shot to ribbons. Yeah, got me fine. Oh, it's gonna be a wacky. Oh. Stop doing that.
Done. This is a super mutant. head hurt.
What's up? You got no camera. Isn't that a shame?
Such
Come on, miss.
puny.
Such puny what? Puny hits? Yeah, looks it.
Communist target acquired.
Hey? Oh, hello. That's what you get for not attacking. Well, the outcome would have been the same either way.
Dead.
What? Yeah. And okay. That's our members at the tight round here. There it is. Yeah, that's open. Oop. That was a mistake. No, that's the wrong button. Why face it when you can be sneaky? I'm a little bit. I've only been awake half an hour. Oops. Yeah, apart from being tired, I'm not too bad. Those damn vertibots will come back over. They're following me. Hold on, I've got bad worms, I don't know what bad worms do again. What do you worry about? How's yourself? I mean, considering I've got all the keys for this place, this shouldn't be too hard to navigate. Glad to hear that you're okay. Someone's been buying my stuff. Good. What was that? Well, I do believe I still can't open this door.
I am strongest. Strongest. Super mutant.
Okay.
Humans so small.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Weak. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated.
Die.
Hurt me.
Yeah, like it. Oh my god, hit it. Oh, what about now?
My head.
What a crapping legendary item. What more for that?
Head hurt. My head.
Anyone want to get head back in? Oh, there's a couple more of you out there. Oh, it's missed me on that. Yeah, that's understandable. I can't. I mean, that's quite nice to be able to miss most of the building, so to speak, to where I need to go. Let's go for the smaller door.
Maybe I'll buy a new gun with my next cut. Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. It's a good thing I'm not killing chickens.
Good thing I love killing mercs.
I don't see any. Ah, shit.
How can you not see me? Oh, you really that bad?
Victory is assured.
You must have been Real blind. Sheesh. Believe me, I don't want to escape from you.
Face me, coward! Cover me, I'm hit! Found you, Hellcats are unstoppable! I'm hit! You can't kill us all!
And you notice the "I will meet you there" has turned into probably "I will appear once you've done all the work" again.
I'm hit! I'm hit! Cover me! I'm hit!
I'm not afraid to kill you!
I'll cover you in here. How about that?
I'm hit! I'm hit! You son of a bitch!
You missed. You missed. He's fine. Wanna try again?
I will find you. I don't need payment to take you down.
Come on, bud, I'm not even moving. I'm not even moving. You can't even hit me.
Hellcats are unstoppable!
Nope, still on it.
My head! I'm not afraid to kill you! Cover me! I'm hit!
I mean, I wouldn't be afraid of that if you could actually get me.
God, shit.
Which clearly you can't.
It's far.
Oh, now you turn up after I've done everything. Again. For God's sake. I'm tired of this shit.
Are we secure, Initiate?
Let's not get overconfident.
The Hellcats were likely here to protect Blackburn's associates from the super mutants above.
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter. A trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody? You give me too much credit. Dr. Farhar is nominally the head of their group, Headstrong, an old university colleague. Dr. Jane was a junior scientist at Westtech, brilliant but easily led. He shared my disgust at the Huntersville mistake. Nellie Wright, on the other hand, is Dr. Farhar's pet project, an adoptee of sorts. Very talented, despite her lack of formal schooling. Paranoia ill suits you. I have complied with your every demand.
And that is precisely what is so concerning.
Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Edgar. Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secure. You can't get to us. We will finish our work. This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time. Well, no, not as such, but...
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
Of course not. What West Tech did was a terrible mistake, an affront to science. They didn't care who they hurt, and they did it just to see what happened. We're trying to help people. This will make people safe again.
Dr. Jane is enthusiastic, but it's true. We are not doing this just to satisfy our curiosity.
We're advancing science itself. The cost doesn't matter. No offense to Dr. Jane, but West Tech wasn't doing science. They were only burning ants with a magnifying glass by comparison.
We've run the simulations. All three of us triple-checked the models and compared to prior experimental data.
We're confident in the formulation.
You know what they say. Human testing is the best testing. A large-scale release will provide a representative sample. Science needs vision, like Dr. Blackburn's, like ours. Let's not let testing hold us back.
Well, sure. It might seem hasty, but...
Don't be such a pushover, Janie.
No, wait. I've also had my doubts. Perhaps we should discuss this after all.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go, or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You'll have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them. Perhaps in the end, I am more willing to sacrifice the lives of strangers than friends and colleagues. I do not wish them to be harmed. My hypocrisy in this is only human. Then you are free to enjoy the view as my colleagues distribute our creation among the populace.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be just as catastrophic.
Dr. Farha, please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave.
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
Now that is over with, Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success. I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
I am sorry, but this must happen. You will see, and then there will be no more debate.
Edgar, please. Let's talk about this.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tag.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Now is not the time. We've got to find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
Initiate procedure. Go.
See where this is going to head in, can't you?
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right!
What's this? No. What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
He's a behemoth. He's being fooled by this.
Defeat me. Oh, the pain. My nerves are on fire. You forced. This is your fault. I will kill you.
This spell seems like
Uncontrollable rage. No. I will fix this. But first, you die. I will kill you. Oh, the pain. You look very tasty now.
Behemoth's a
I will grind you into pieces. Fire! No!
Careful.
Oh, so close.
They do look dangerous. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. This is what happens when we let people play God. This proves more than anything the need for our brotherhood. The need for our justice.
The scientists are still locked upstairs. Let's hear what they have to say for themselves.
easy. So the more explosive stuff around here, but he just never came over. Well, I unlocked it.
Edgar, I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready. I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can. I must admit that I am powerless before you. If our cooperation can sway you to avoid more violence, then I will let you through. The way is open. We await your judgment.
Do you really think they've stopped production? This whole sob story sounds like a trap.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on your guard.
What are you guys doing? Come on.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do, please. Spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us? I hope that's not a threat.
The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others, and of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too. When will you put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. To safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
A wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.
Please, stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
Yes. Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet. Surely you have an opinion on this matter.
Scribe Valdez was appalled to find out that people were being turned into super mutants. You really like to burden her with supervising the sociopaths who were behind it?
Don't be so quick to jump to conclusions. As Dr. Jane said, there is more to our story, if you'd be willing to hear it. Let's pause and open the floor for conversation, shall we?
Make it quick, Initiate. Shouldn't take long to see through their lies.
We need to come to an agreement. I won't stand for impulsive violence.
Oh, this is a predicament and a half, isn't it?
Then we must stand up for what we believe. We will not allow Shin to create a hateful brotherhood which passes judgment as it sees fit. This is human life we're talking about. Haven't enough died already? I'm glad to hear you say that. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it may be a breaking point for Shin. Once he realizes his authority isn't respected, I suspect he'll run back to the Elders with his tail between his legs. This chapter of the Brotherhood will become what it should be, with or without Shin. The methods were cruel and wrong, but no one is beyond forgiveness. What matters is what they do from today onward. Let's give them a chance to make things right. The scientists are to return to Fort Atlas with us and work alongside Scribe Valdez on a new project that we all agree upon. These are smart people. They just need to be pointed in the right direction. They could still do a lot for humanity. I hope you can see what we need to do here. What we need to do for the Brotherhood.
Those who commit crimes against humanity must be punished. It wouldn't be right to let them run free. Not to the people they killed, and not to the people they could kill in the future. The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia, and of the world. I don't see what other option there is. As I stated before, they're too dangerous to hold prisoner, so we either ignore the danger, or eradicate it. Whether I'm being dogmatic or not is irrelevant. My goal is to find a solution to a threat, and I don't see you offering any other suggestions. That is none of your concern.
How long do you intend to sweep it under the rug like nothing happened? You're torturing yourself, Shin, and they deserve to know.
Maybe so. But this is neither the time nor the place for this discussion.
Shin, you owe it to yourself to admit that you made a mistake. Stop crumbling under the guilt and just accept it.
For those I failed then, and those I failed since, for them, I have to do better. The raiders on the expedition route, Romani decided we would stay and fight them. But giving the order to distribute the weapons to the settlers there, it was my idea. I wanted to give them a chance. But I got them killed instead. The outcome is more important than the intent. What I learned from that mistake was not to let my feelings blind me. Some things are a lost cause. Some chances are too dangerous to take, as much as we may want to believe otherwise. There's nothing to get over. I acknowledge that I've made poor decisions then and now. That's why I'm making a better decision today. You have to see that keeping these criminals alive would be misguided and reckless. The rocket launchers, the ones we found at the crater and foundation. We had secured those weapons from a military facility with the intent of keeping them safe. Brotherhood hands only, but there was a town being attacked by raiders. I thought that equipping the townspeople would give them a better chance. It didn't work. The town was taken over, and the weapons fell into raider hands. It's my fault that happened. I vowed to never make a mistake like that again. Despite that vow, Initiate Norland still died on my watch. I can't let the past keep repeating itself. I can't give those scientists another chance to harm innocent people. Then I hope you'll also take away the same lesson that I did. This is bigger than all of us. I hope you understand that.
I urge you to reconsider. This was never meant to come to violence. I never intended to hurt anyone. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told us they were volunteers. It was only later that... But by then... Please understand, we were so close. It could have ended any day. And everything we did was for the greater good. We must carry forward what we learned, or all that sacrifice will have been for nothing. Dr. Farha may disagree, but I'd like to finish the FEV formula. We can implement new safety measures, animal experiments on thorough waste disposal. We were so close to improving the human race as we know it. The world has changed, my friend. How are we to survive if we don't change with it? They are good people. Dr. Farah is quite strict, but it's because she cares. About Nellie particularly. The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into this world. And about Dr. Blackburn, well, the world has lost a visionary intellect. It's a shame. A tragedy. Please don't let this work go to waste.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a formula to increase muscle bulk, or to repel radiation. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they have created and improve upon it. It went too far. And quite frankly, I regret bringing the others onto this project. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Nellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed, in the hopes that my objections could save even one innocent person from being experimented on. There was no one interested in listening. I had to talk your superiors down first. The Brotherhood are a passionate sort, aren't they? Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. They didn't know each other at the time. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps, as wasteland survivors do. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers, so I took her in, taught her what I know. I'm responsible for the actions of my associates. I ask that you have mercy on them, if not me.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arms." Is that true? Oh, really? I was gonna ask you for a reenactment. Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models, but the models were wrong. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. I can make it work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. Let us do this. Let us change the world. What about them? Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right? To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse. Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met. Okay, I guess. Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. She's always asking, are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know until you try. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscalculated. You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments into 60 more years.
What to do?
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? And what has your organization decided? That's a relief. I assure you that you'll have our cooperation.
So that's it then. You and Romani would repeat the mistakes of the past and use these criminals to build more weapons of destruction. To send the world further down the path of chaos for your own gain. All while wearing the Brotherhood insignia on your chest. I thought you understood what that insignia meant. It turns out I was wrong.
The Brotherhood's mission has always been to use the power of science to guide us to a better world. Rather than murder great minds, we will shape them into people who will serve that mission. And we will do it without barbarians like you.
On that point, we agree. I refuse to serve an illegitimate branch of a principled institution. The Elders need to know about our failures. All of them. It will be my honor to give that report in person. My best initiates will be coming with me. The ones I can trust.
Take them. There are plenty more willing recruits out there who would rather extend a helping hand than a killing blow.
You mean who'd rather cower behind the guise of altruism than take responsibility and make things right? It doesn't matter. Do as you will, Romani. The Elders will judge the outcome. Goodbye.
We are grateful. The work we do next could still change the world.
You go on ahead. I'll bring the scientists back to Fort Atlas, then we can discuss everything that's happened. Friends, initiates, faces new and old. It's good to see you today. I am proud to announce that the mutant threat has been cornered and removed. But it came with an unfortunate consequence. I'm sure you all know that relations between Shin and I have been strained for some time now. I'm afraid my leaving out his title is no mistake. Shin and his followers have decided to part ways with the Appalachian Brotherhood. I had every wish to work together with Shin on my mission, and still do. But he is no longer open to discussion. His loyalty to the Elders is unshakable. He would rescind his oath before besmirching the Brotherhood's name. Should he ever open his mind, I will be ready to listen. Now I have one more announcement to make. I'd like to recognize a particular initiate's exceptional contributions to our chapter. In most cases, this recognition would take the form of a standard rank increase. However, being a knight is a dedicated responsibility, and it's become quite clear to me that this initiate has obligations beyond just the Brotherhood of Steel. I won't take you away from Appalachia. As such, I'm granting you the unique title of Knight Errant. Why don't you come stand between Scribe Valdez and I, so I may officially confer your title?
Okey-dokey.
For exceptional contributions to the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel, I hereby name you Knight Errant. You may split your time with the Brotherhood as you see fit. We are forever grateful for what you've done for us. Now everyone, feel free to take a short break before your next assignment. You've earned it.
So, Night Shin is gone. I can't believe it. I wanted to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe this was inevitable. If only there was more I could have done. Well, both of them would die for their beliefs. At least this way they can pursue those beliefs separately, rather than killing each other over them. Well, that's going a bit far, isn't it? But it's a very nice thing to say. Thank you. I'm going to keep doing my job. With one officer down, there's going to be a lot of slack to pick up. There's still a lot more I'd like to see out there, but right now, I need to support the Brotherhood. Things are gonna get a lot looser around here. Paladin Romani never believed in strict regulations. She's going to focus on recruitment and outreach. Well, if she can find the time. Don't mention it. As the resident scribe, it's my job to keep things functioning around here. Until next time.
Nice skish.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? Who's gonna handle everything? Who's gonna lead the recruits? What am I gonna do? Oh gosh. Okay, I think I'm alright. I don't do well with really big changes. I think I need some time to process this. I'm gonna sit down.
Did that really just happen? I knew things between the higher-ups were shaky, but I didn't think one of them would actually leave. Especially Knight Shin. I mean, it seemed like the Brotherhood was everything to him. Well, I guess things are going to change a bit around here. Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Look forward to it, even. Whatever reorganization we need to do, I'm sure it'll shake out into something even better than what we've got right now. Paladin Romani is the leader I want to follow. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. See you around, Knight Errant.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Errant.
So, Knight Errant, how does your new title feel? Not currently, no. But seeing as there's never been a Knight Errant before, there aren't exactly any established rules for Knight Errants either. Now, we can start making the Brotherhood the benevolent organization I always wanted it to be. Our focus has to be helping the people of Appalachia, reaching out a hand and making them feel safe. This is a new dawn. Be proud that you were a part of it. I'm disappointed Shin would turn his back on us, but it's certainly better than the alternative. There were times I truly wondered what I would do if it came to it. If Shin pointed his gun at me, I know what I would do. So I'm grateful he didn't make me do it. Take your time. You're a topic of celebration today. Enjoying the hors d'oeuvre? Don't be a stranger. There will always be a place for you at Fort Atlas. Ad Victoriam.
Hellcat armor. Ooh. What? Hellcat power armor. Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look at this. Ooh.
Knight Errant, it's been an honor to serve with you.
Got a fusion core already. A new toy. Ooh. And now it weighs something. I thought I'd done that. Typical.
Enjoying the hors d'oeuvres?
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant. Knight Errant, it's been an honor to serve with you.
Did you need something? Of course. I understand why she had to leave, though. If we're lucky, maybe she'll help bridge the divide between the Brotherhood and the Raiders. I hope to see her again soon one day. And in the meantime, I'll always keep an eye on Max. I've always liked Paladin Romani, and she's focused on helping people. Her charismatic and optimistic nature makes it easier for the Brotherhood to continue to exist in Appalachia. See you around.
too.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Errant.
The Brotherhood seeks to help humanity. In this, our goals are aligned.
Don't distract me.
I do miss Dr. Blackburn's sense of vision.
Add victory, soldier.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Errant.
Knight Errant? Do you think I could become an initiate too?
It can be really lonely at times. Maybe when I'm older, I'll be able to visit her. Hopefully the Brotherhood and Raiders will have stopped fighting by then. My name is Maximo, but you can call me Max for short. My big sister Marcia used to live here with me in the Brotherhood, but she's gone now. Whatever you want. It's fun talking with you. Sure, I'd be happy to talk about them. I mean, they're my heroes. She's the leader of the Brotherhood, and I'm gonna try my best to impress her so that she makes me an initiate one day. It was Paladin Romani's idea to let us stay here with them, and I'm so happy that she did. Okay. I hope I can see you again soon and we can play.
Oh dear.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
Knight Errant, it's been an honor to serve with you.
That's what I get for being awake only just over an hour. Well, that's the Brotherhood. Quest line done. So with the Brotherhood quest line done and getting a new set of power armor. The only main one I've got left is this one. And hello to the silent viewers. I've got them in, you know. Brilliant. There we go now. We'll add some of those guns with me.
Brotherhood's always looking for good tech, if you find any. What can I do for you, Knight Errant? I'm relieved and worried at the same time. In my heart, I wanted the Paladin to stay. She's the leader we need. With her, we'll keep growing and do good things. But I'm afraid what'll happen if the West Coast Brotherhood ever comes calling. Things are quieting down now. After everything that's happened, we're settling into our new normal. It's kinda nice, all things considered. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, right, so, wrong button, back again. With that done, someone's near my shop. Right, fast out of the white spring. Let's start the responders, shall we?
Now that that's settled, did Miss Rucker have any other
how are
requests
we
I
going
could
to
fulfill?
accommodate so many guests? They aren't even paying.
Oh, go on, dear. You know I'm thrilled to help if I can.
Well, she did mention needing some help with something for the clinic.
Ah, I see. Certainly.
And Sophie's starting her donation drive today.
The lovely Miss Wagner's charitable efforts. Yes, I hadn't forgotten.
Oh, and Esme's got something going on in the kitchen she could use a hand with.
Well, I shall certainly see what I can do about that. I'm sure I can arrange some assistance in these matters. Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment. That will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf.
That's my fault.
Yes, I believe the originals had been. Quite a tragic tale. Such a noble endeavor. Fortunately, their ideals and organization have been revived, and this refuge is their new home. If I may be totally honest with you, dear, I have heard others use the Responder's name as well, to be fair. But I think Appalachia could always use more people with such altruistic goals, so that's all right. I'm sure you agree. Are you really, dear? How marvelous. In that case, I'm sure you can't wait to get involved here. Not as such, dear. They have my wholehearted support, and that of the White Spring management, but no. I am the management liaison for the White Spring, as I said, here to provide assistance to the responders' refuge efforts. My primary duties, otherwise, are to the caretaking and oversight of the White Spring itself.
Don't listen to any naysayers.
Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the Refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The Refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the Refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them.
For some reason, their voices does annoy me.
Of course, dear. The owners of the White Spring itself. The resort, hotel, golf course, all of it. Very much still alive, I assure you, though regrettably unable to oversee affairs in current circumstances. As such, now that we have new guests, they have sent me in their stead to take care of things as needed. I couldn't be more pleased to do so. A delicious opportunity to be of help and meet fascinating people such as yourself.
Nothing else. Oh, if only he would dust those shelves of his.
What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for.
The White Springs decor is refined and decadent. Don't listen to any...
Judging by what I've heard, it's an accurate one, sadly. Pittsburgh was bombed quite severely during the war. The poor individuals still living there have renamed it to better reflect its dreadful circumstances. Indeed, isn't that marvelous? They salvaged it and painstakingly repaired it. It's fully functional now. I was very pleased to be able to contribute to this effort in my own small way. If you wish to see it, it resides on the roof of the refuge between flights, along with its charming pilot, Miss Lennox. They call themselves the Union. Something of a resistance movement, I understand, against more aggressive forces. One of their representatives is currently staying with us, a Mr. Skippy Rorridge. Delightful man.
The work I do
Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause. Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing, of course, being the ultrasight battery cells, which fuel the vertibird. Ultracells, if you prefer.
How are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't even paying.
Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded.
I think I heard a protecton bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the pit union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark. Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
Jeez, that took a while. Oh my god, missions galore. Okay.
If I didn't keep tallies, I'd have no way of counting how many days I've been.
If you ever find yourself in a bind, you can always call on us. I could really use a drink, but Rucker wants us sober on the job.
Uh-huh. One from the Creator, one from Foundation, of course.
A lot of supplies here, looks like for the picking.
If you see anyone struggling out in Appalachia, be sure to tell them about the white spray. I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
Hello? Well, let me interact.
Well, hello there,
we go.
stranger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sophie Wagner. Look around. The refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants golf club resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other. Isn't it grand? Isn't it worth preserving, building, growing?
I wonder if the sun burns just as bright in California. Can't believe we've got a
Sort of. Well, I haven't seen you around before, so, glad to have you. But I wasn't trying to recruit you anyway. I'm actually more in the material support end of things. Scouting for volunteers isn't really my department. Now that's what I'm talking about. People supporting each other. You got the right spirit.
Considering all the
Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing. You should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running.
And what do you want?
Let me check my notes. Well, I'll tell you, we've had a heck of a run on raw cloth, and it's really drained our stock. If you could spare, say, 50 pieces, it'd be a huge help to us.
I don't think I can afford that.
That's okay. Who just carries that around in their pockets or whatever, right? I'll be here all day, though. If you want to come back, bring it by later. If you can, of course. You know where to find me. It'd really make my day if you did.
There I go, reassured.
50 cloth, huh? I'm pretty sure I can afford that.
There's no problem too big to solve.
So I'll know about afford that. Easy enough. Done.
Glad to see you've returned. Are you ready to donate? You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. Rucker set aside some ultrasight battery cells that can spare you from the ones the White Spring management doles out. Fancy a vertibird trip? They're not much use for anything else, but I got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself.
That's easy.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send it to bed for me.
If you see anything that requires attention, do let me know.
Potato with venison stew. That sounds quite long, actually.
Good morning. The dining room is open for breakfast.
I can't wait until...
Bonjour. My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it?
Oh god. What is this?
How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process.
Ugh. Oh.
Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes, and the pièce de résistance, the venison.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Nope. Right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Please seat yourself. A waiter will be with you shortly.
What?
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
This is smelling delicious. Let's add more flavor with some salt and pepper now.
Please Have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rads.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
Get out the way.
Sorry, I'm not much for conversation. Ellison talked my ear off.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
I could really use a drink, but Rutger wants us sober on the job. I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
A dash of this. A sprinkle of that. Perfection.
Great work! Now that your stew is done, it is time to add your own special touch.
Oh, God.
A restorative element? How inspired! Delicious and useful. I am sure whoever you choose to give it to will be very appreciative. Here is your finished stew. Now, it is time to feed some of the hungry. I believe you can find the raider and settler representatives in the bar area. You must make a choice, since there is not enough to feed everyone, I'm afraid. I'll do my best to gather more ingredients so that we can cook again another time.
Please no. I'm not doing that again.
I'm still getting used to sleeping.
Are you at the refuge? We've got people going hungry, and too many mouths to feed at Foundation.
Why even bother helping people who can't help themselves?
That's some good soup. The people of Foundation will be both healthy and happy tonight, all thanks to you.
Sod you, Raiders.
Good morning. The dining room is open for Brad.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. I can't get at the back by myself.
Ooh.
How are the folks at Foundation doing? If I wasn't so busy, I'd go visit some.
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Got a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade what I got that I don't need for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. And what keeps her in the air are those ultrasight cells Orlando keeps locked up. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks, and I'll get you all the juice you need. AVR Medical Center down in Charleston should have what we're looking for. So talk to me. You in? Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there. Stopping in to chat? I'm not complaining.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by Scorched once.
This bloodleaf aioli really elevates the mirelurk meat.
From everything.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia. What? Nothing but a problem. All it's doing is encouraging new people to come to Appalachia. Sickly people. If they're too weak to make it on their own, then maybe they shouldn't be the ones to survive.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more hungry mouths. All these supplies. You could really
Core systems. Initializing.
We aim to provide a safe, clean
Hungry?
environment for all our
Esme's always cooking something good up in the kitchen.
The White Springs decor is refined and decadent. Don't listen to any naysayers.
Yeah. I'm probably going to call it there, everyone. So that's a little shorter stream today, but I've got a few things I need to get done. So I'll be back tomorrow with more Warhammer Vermintide 2, and I will be doing it so the voting system is up as well. So I'll be streaming the same time tomorrow, but of course it'll be not this, but the Warhammer Vermintide 2. So until then, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye.